Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day to my wonderful panel. My name is Nabilah Hazahar from NSR2.15 and 2. And my code number for Defense Research Proposal in SRT603 is M35. So for the title for my proposal research is about the impact of service quality of sport facility on student satisfaction in Management and Science University, which is the MSU. So let me start with the background of the study. First of all, through this research, there will be two variables that will be measured, which is dependent variable and also the independent variable. So for my independent variable through this research is the service quality. According to Gosling and Davis in 2014, cited in 2018 by Yusuf, stated that due to the sport service and diverse and different dimension will influence customer perceptions of sport service, which means that service quality is a concept that attracts a lot of attention and agreement due to the difficulties in both describing and evaluating it. So this is important in the sport context because sport service are diverse and different dimensions will influence customer perceptions on sport service. So typically, we can see that the service quality is one of the comparison of the customer satisfaction about the real service performance through sport facilities that been used. While for the dependent variable for my proposal research is the student satisfaction. So according to Kotler and Keller in 2012, cited in 2020 by Muhammad Izul Hilmi Huruzaihan, Fazal Hashim, Sabarah Amy, and Roslyn Zainal, stated that the level to which a product perceived performance meets a buyer expectation is referred to as customer satisfaction. So customer satisfaction is measured by a number of factors including loyalty, satisfaction, repeat interest, willingness to recommend the service, and the career and reputation. Other than that, the previous research from Yusuf, Papa, and Duke in 2018 believes that the level of service influences student satisfaction with sport facilities. The article suggests that service quality comes first before service satisfaction. Moreover, according to Mehta 2011 in a previous article, service quality is significantly linked to customer satisfaction and repeat visit. One of the elements that might persuade individuals to use the facilities or service supply is to provide a good quality service. So next is the statement of the problem. Basically, the service quality and satisfaction of customer is essential and interconnected, which means that service is always related with user satisfaction through any service provided by service provider. However, according by Nur Azin Abdullah, Nur Shahisa Muhammad in 2016 stated that the university is still lacking in recreational facilities and quality operation, as well as a variety of other issues that were evaluated as not meeting the standard of good or excellent for service quality. This is due to the fact that mean of the investigation on the score ranging is at a moderate level. Based on the study conducted by Yusuf in 2013, stated that in Malaysia, there is a concern that the majority of university students will be inactive and do not meet the minimum requirement for physical activity because there are many more universities that still lack in providing a good sport facilities. So this is the objective of the study that is expected to be achieved in this research, and it will also be linked to the research hypothesis. Therefore, the objective of my study consisting of three, which is first is to identify the quality factors of facility service provided at MSU sport facility. Second is to determine the level of student satisfaction through service quality at MSU sport facilities, which the norms that will be used to observe the level is by using the 5 levels of satisfaction that will be used in the questionnaire. And for the last research objective is to examine the relationship between the impact of student satisfaction and the service quality, which is the sequel at MSU sport facilities. now we will know what is the significance of the study for the research that I will be proposed here. Okay, first of all, I hope this research will help the management in order to improve their equipment and other facilities to gain the higher satisfaction of the student. So for the first significance of the study is the sport center in MSU, whereby that this research will help in providing a valuable information and knowledge for the sport unit department in sport facilities in order to identify which part of quality service that is not giving the highest satisfaction to the student in the MSU. In addition, this research can also be significant to help other universities as their references in order to provide a good service quality to their sport facilities provided in order to achieve the student satisfaction. And lastly, for the significance of the study is the university students, which the end user of using the sport facilities. Okay, for this research hopes that it will help to acknowledge the student satisfaction to feel more comfortable and enjoyable while using the sport facilities that provided in the MSU. So that is all for the chapter 1. Now let's move to the chapter 2. Chapter 2 is the literature review, whereby that in this chapter provides an overview of previous research on knowledge sharing and internet. This introduces a framework for case study that encompasses the main focus of the research described in this research. So let's move to the next slide. So for the literature review, my independent variable for my research proposal is service quality, whereby that there are many studies have investigated the impact of consumer perceived service quality on affective and behavioral outcomes, which have been applicable in the sport settings as well. This is according by Nisiran Zahayu Mat Yusof in 2017. Other than that, service quality is the comparison of customer satisfaction about real service performance, according by Tan and Kim 2019. Therefore, one way to encourage students to use sport facilities is to provide a high quality service which have a positive impact on a person's satisfaction. So as for my dependent variable for my research is the satisfaction. So satisfaction level usually vary depending on individual needs. But in this study, the space generally provided were inadequate, or even when they are provided, they do not suit the needs of students. So this is based on Nasidin Fadedayo in 2018. Other than that, satisfaction is a psychological and emotional state that reflect either the benefits or result of an experience obtained, such as perceived service quality provided by sport facilities. So for this research, I will be used Parasuraman cervical model, whereby that the service quality, which is the self-well model, has been widely used as an instrument to assess customer perception of service quality in the sport industry. This is according by Parasuraman in 1988, cited by Tan and Kim 2019. So according to Parasuraman on the previous article, explained that cervical consists of 5 different dimensions, namely as responsiveness, tangibles, reliability, assurance, and empathy. Moreover, it is a multidimensional scale that measures various service quality and thus improve their service. Therefore, the cervical model focuses on the 5 dimensions of service efficiency that impact student satisfaction with university sport facilities. So this is my conceptual research framework like I explained earlier. So for the first box, it's the independent variable, which consists of 4 dimensions of circle, which is the first is tangible, which means that it is the aspect of service quality covers factors related to the fitness facility service quality, such as new equipment, layout and design, other accessories and maintenance of facility and equipment. Next is the reliability, which is the ability to execute the promised service consistently and precisely. Fourth is the responsiveness, which is the incorporate employees' willingness to help the student, request and handling problems efficiently. And for the last dimension is the assurance, which it involves employees' knowledge and experience, hence the ability to project confidence in students. So all these dimensions will affect the student satisfaction, which is my dependent variable. According to Alexandris, Dimitridis and Kasiara in 2001, have reported that the construct of service quality and customer satisfaction is Therefore, the study hypothesis that student perceived service quality influence the student satisfaction level. So now we will go further to the next chapter, which is the methodology of this research. So we will start with the research design. A research design is the set of methods of procedure used in collecting and analysis measure of the variable specific in the research problem research. First of all, for my research, I will be running a non-experimental research. So, the research was designed according to a descriptive design model, and the data of the study was collected through questionnaire via Google Form. The information will be analyzed so that it will achieve the objective for my research. In addition, quantitative research design can help the research to describe and test relationship and examine the factors and impact between variables. Lastly, the inclusion that will be answered the questionnaire is the student in management and science university, while for the exclusion is the staff or employees that work in the MSc. Next, for this slide, I will talk about the population for my sample. So the total number of student MSc is 15,000. The number of students have been taken from the website of the World University Ranking in 2020. So the proof I already stated in the table below. Then the data collection, which it involves a satisfaction questionnaire to 375 samples plus with 20% in order to avoid unwritten grade. So the questionnaire that will be distributed is to 450 participants, which I observed the total population 15,000 according to Crazy Morgan table. Okay, next is the sampling. This research was using the non-probability method, which it will be conducted using convenience sampling. The technique student been selected based on the availability and willingness to take part in answering the questionnaire. Other than that, it also can help researchers in collecting the data on time, and it can obtain a useful when running the pilot study. Next is the instrumentation. According to Tan and Q in 2019, stated that the questionnaire will be used to measure the student perception of service quality and also their satisfaction with the sport facilities in their university. However, for this research, I will be used the sub-equal scale that consists of 5-liter scale, which is very unsatisfied, unsatisfied, normal, satisfied, and very satisfied. For the questionnaire, I will be adapt the questionnaire by Nishran 2017. So there will be 5 sections, which is first is demographic, second is the responsiveness that consists item from 1 until 13 with the chroma alpha of 0.951. Next section is the reliability that consists item from 14 until 24 with the chroma alpha of 0.958. Section D is the tangible, which consists of item 25 until 33 with 0.933 of chroma alpha. And for the last section is the assurance that consists item from 34 until 39 with the chroma alpha of 0.933. Lastly, the total of the instrumentation that will be distributed is 39 items. Next is the data collection procedure for my study. Firstly is the ethic approval. Second step is that I will create a questionnaire related with the title research and have a valid chroma alpha. Third step, I will get a permission to do research from my supervisor to proceed with this research. Next step, I will distribute the questionnaire by using Google Form to the respondent through a multi-platform. Second last is I will review the questionnaire and transfer in Excel sheet. And lastly, I will gather the data for evaluation by using the IBM SPSS. Last for this research is the data analysis. For the data analysis, I will be used the descriptive and inferential analysis. For the descriptive statistic is for my first and second research objective, which I will be find the mean and the standard deviation. And last, for my third research objective, I will be use the inferential analysis, which is either use Pearson correlation or Spearman correlation for a normal result. So this is to see the relationship of the two variables in this research. So that is all for my DPR research proposal. Thank you for your time, stay safe, and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum.